Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I know you know what time it is. It is time for the main event!
You always know when Tony Morse is excited. The higher his elbow goes, the more excited he is. I love it. Main event time, baby!
Johnny Pierce in the house.
Welcome back to the Action Wrestling fans. We are here once again at the Barre Elks Lodge in Barre, Vermont as Green Mountain Wrestling, Shamrocks and Headlocks comes to a crescendo. My name is Peter DeLonge. Thank you so much for joining us right here on the Green Mountain Wrestling YouTube page. Now's your chance to hit subscribe and make sure to head back and check out our vast archives of all of our previous events. Coming down to the ring right now, a man who has set himself up to be in the main event time and time again, but his dastardly tactics have changed the outcome and the landscape of what we thought to be Green Mountain Wrestling time and time again. We expected a main event of a street fight between this man, Johnny Pierce, and B.A. Tatum, the last Street Fighter. However, B.A. Tatum never made it to the venue tonight, and Johnny Pierce addressed the crowd and mentioned 2 slashed tires, which is very specific, but claimed no responsibility. It's very sus, if you ask me.
Selena Kane is not with me due to her injury, and for her own safety, we made a decision to leave her in the back. And that is all. Bring out Mullet Man.
Then earlier tonight, he decided to interfere in the match between Mullet Man and Jobs, taking on Dylan Nix and Blade Bandit. Johnny Pierce attacked Mullet Man on the outside, gave him a boot right to the face, attacked Jobs. And when Johnny Pierce came out later to it, well, not outright admit, but kind of underhandedly admit that B.A. Tatum was not going to be showing up because of his mishandling of the situation, Mullet Man came down and ran him off and demanded that he himself take the place of B.A. Tatum tonight in the street fight. And here we are. The main event has been set up. Mullet Man, fed up with the tactics of Johnny Pierce, wants to end this bull once and for all. Mullet Man is not a man to be messed with. You cannot deal these kind of questionable tactics towards Mullet Man and expect no blowback. He's a man that will follow up on every one of these points every single time. Mullet Man is a man of honor and dignity, and there's no way you're getting out of here without a beating from Mullet Man. Before we get going, let's kick it over to Tony Morse for the main event's opening announcements.
The following contest is a street fight! There will be no countouts, no disqualifications, and falls count anywhere! This contest is presented to you by Corbin's Reserves. Introducing first, from Coventry, Vermont, and weighing in at 210 pounds, Mullet Man! And his opponent, from Pierce Mountain, standing 6 foot 6 inches tall and weighing 304 pounds, the cold hard truth, Johnny Pierce! And when the bell rings, the man in charge is Adam Brunton. Good luck!
He took the words right out of my mouth. Good luck, Adam Brunton, officiating this matchup. Before we get going, we're going to make a quick shout out to our sponsor for this matchup, none other than Corbin's Reserves. Thanks so much for sponsoring the action here at Green Mountain Wrestling and supporting independent wrestling in the great state of Vermont. Corbin's Reserves. And Johnny Pierce pulling poor Adam Brunton into the middle right off the bat.
You want to hit me so bad? I give you a freebie. Give me your best shot.
My question, however, is why in the world, after basically dealing himself a pair of aces with a third ace in the hole, basically freeing up his knight, why would he raise the ire of a man like Mullet Man? He could have had an easy night. but he attacked Mullet Man and basically goaded him into this. He's taking these shots to the side of the head because Johnny Pierce couldn't leave well enough alone. Reversal, ducks the clothesline, ducks the back elbow. Here comes Mullet Man, Luther's press right in the middle of the ring. Raining down blows onto the cranium of the cold hard truth. Johnny Pierce reverses it, turns it around, back and forth. These two rabid dogs are rolling around in the parking lot right now. Spilling to the outside like we knew it would happen. I mean, it's a street fight. There's no holds barred. Everything goes in this matchup. It was just a matter of time. Those 4 ropes are not going to be able to hold this back. Johnny Pierce has been kicking beehives everywhere he goes in Green Mountain Wrestling, whether it be with B.A. Tatum or the Ultimate Powers, or hell, even with his former tag team partner, Diego Alvarez. Johnny Pierce just can't. He just can't keep his nose out of people's business. And now because he can't leave well enough alone, he's getting his spine readjusted by the chair of Mullet Man. Don't blame the puppet. There's a lot to blame on the puppet, but this isn't one of those things.
You could have accepted defeat. You put yourself into this.
Mullet Man continuing to throw bombs at Johnny Pierce. Mullet Man, one of the most recognizable faces in Green Mountain Wrestling. Coming with a head of steam and pulverizing Johnny Pierce, sending himself into the chairs as well. I think a few people in the 2nd and 3rd row just flew back to the 6th and 7th row. The impact was incredible. A lot of people like to do that maneuver and have some fancy kicks or make it look pretty. Not Mullet Man. Mullet Man makes it hurt. He doesn't care about how it looks. The brutality at the hands of Mullet Man is like no other. And Johnny Pierce begging for mercy, of which he will get none. Now! Pierce set the bait and sprung the trap. Hitting Mullet Man with a low blow, and of course, wait a minute, no! Calling in Memory Museum. There's Abed Arones recording himself as he basically plays lapdog to Johnny Pierce. Joe Cruel holding him back. This is all legal, folks. This is no holds barred. Falls count anywhere. Anything goes. It's a street fight. Johnny Pierce can get the entire state of Vermont to come in here and take shots at Mullet Man. Hardly any of which I think would want to do that, but he could if he wanted to. And it will be all legal. Adam Brunton's just there to count to 3 or call for the bell after a knockout or submission. Johnny Pierce now using his own shirt to choke the life out of Mullet Man as Memory Museum on the outside continues to heckle the Mullet Maniac and invite the jeers of the crowd here at the Barre Elks Lodge. And now I'm convinced. I was there when I saw it when it happened, and now I realized it was a bad idea that Mullet Man decided to tell Jobs to head out and get himself some heady topper for after the matchup. But Mullet Man's gonna have his daddy sodas. There's no way that Jobs is gonna come to his defense. He's gone getting some beer. He's on a beer run. Mullet Man's head wrapped up in the chair. Good God. Dangerous stuff. and Johnny Pierce are well within their right to pick apart Mullet Man and quite frankly, quite possibly end the career of Mullet Man right here, right now. This could be the end. Mullet Man doing his best to fight back, but he can't take on all three at once. Goes for the cover. And Mullet Man, realizing that he's got basically a 3-on-1, still gets the shoulder up, doesn't want to give it up, wants to continue on. He's got a lot of heart, but not a lot of brains in this situation. Because the brains that he had right now just might get scrambled by all three of these men tonight. For God's sakes, Mullet Man, next time the pin comes, just keep your shoulders down. Think about your longevity. Think about your career. Nobody wants to see Mullet Mania die tonight. Pierce directing traffic here. Calling a meeting. Telling Joe Cruel to get him first. Joe Cruel coming with a head of steam. Low bridge. Joe Cruel to the outside. At least for a moment, it's gotten a little easier. Alberto to the outside. But Johnny Pierce grabs him by the throat. Up. No. Floats over. Clubbing blow to the back of the neck. Mullet Man with a moment. Splash in the corner. This is his chance. This is his time. He needs to get that pin and quickly before Memory Museum recuperate, get back in there. Looking for some crowd participation. But here come Memory Museum to cut it short. The odds are stacked against him, and there's nothing that Mullet Man can do to stop that. It's a matter of survival at this point. Mullet Man can barely stand on his own accord, being held up. Taking him up, looking for a three-man powerbomb now. And crashing down to the canvas. Just pin him and get it over with, Pierce. Come on. Pierce pulling him up. Not finished. Wants to pin. Wants to put a bigger beating on Mullet Man.
And we're going to call the next thing in the next one.
When is this going to end? What has to happen? Mullet Man. Barely even. What? What? No way. No! Mr. Elegant Preston Douglas! We haven't seen him in months! You gotta be kidding me! Oh my God! Is he the one? Is this why this is all happening? It's all coming together now! It can't be a coincidence that Johnny Pierce has been targeting all of Mr. Elegant's enemies. He's going after Mullet Man, who has hated Preston Douglas since the day that they met each other. He's been going after B.A. Tatum, who beat Preston Douglas to a pulp in a cage. I don't believe this. Preston Douglas could be the most diabolical mind in Green Mountain Wrestling, and we never saw it. Preston Douglas is the Kaiser Soze of Green Mountain Wrestling. I'm gonna be sick. I thought we were finally rid of this human piece of trash. This is disgusting. The celebration making me sick as Mullet Man continues to take now, showing himself as the orchestrator of all this. No. Johnny Pierce handing the chair. Preston Douglas and Mullet Man have been in the ring against each other numerous times. They tore each other apart. Preston Douglas finally gets a chance to put Mullet Man down once and for all.
You missed me!
No, nobody missed you, Preston Douglas. Nobody missed you. What? What? What did I just see? What did I just see? Has Preston Douglas, for the first time in his life, done the right thing? Preston Douglas just took a chair to Johnny Pierce. Now remember, you see him running Preston Douglas off, leaving Mullet Man and Johnny Pierce alone in the ring. My brain is melting out of my ears, folks. I don't know what to think about this. Preston Douglas just single-handedly turned the tide in this street fight in favor of Mullet Man. I never thought I'd say the words. I never thought I'd see the actions. But here we are. And now Mullet Man finally has a chance. Finally has an opportunity. Across the way. Goes for a monkey flip, and no. Johnny Pierce catches him, perches him on the top turnbuckle. Pierce kicked out of the way. Mullet Man on the second rope. Double axe handle across the head. Pierce staggered. Turns him around. Kicked into midsection. Smashed right in the middle of the ring. Crawling for the pin, but Johnny Pierce rolling out of the ring. Rolling out of harm's way. Causing Mullet Man to chase after him to bring him back into the ring. Well, Mullet Man wants to continue the beating on the outside, apparently. Mullet Man showing us that Johnny Pierce isn't the only one who has to hold a grudge. Mullet Man knows exactly how to hold a grudge. Keeps it in his grasp. Holds it tight, apparently. Face first. Onto the concession stand table. And now into the kitchen. Keep away from the fryer. I don't like Johnny Pierce. I don't want to see yeah, I don't even want to think about what can happen. He's got a cookie sheet. The Indie Wrestling Special right across the back of the head. Oh! Johnny Pierce has a hand on him, cookie sheet as well. Returns the favor. Please don't dent those two badly. We're not working on a huge budget here, folks. Neither man able to hold a grip after smashing the trays together.
Get that camera off of me!
Pierce on the floor of the kitchen may have slipped on some grease in there. Mullet Man, at least at the moment, standing tall. Oh, no. It's Selena and Kate! Selena and Kate! I knew she was not far away! Johnny Pierce told us all that she was staying in the back, but Kate was in the back of the building the whole time, watching and waiting for her opportunity. Johnny Pierce knows that he can't beat Mullet Man, so he's, oh my God! So he set up every single opportunity to gain the advantage. Injured or not, Selena and Kate is incredibly dangerous, and we're seeing why right now. give it to him. He is a master manipulator.
No, I don't.
Bringing Mullet Man to the ring. Sensing the end is near. Feeling his opportunity has come. Looking to end this matchup. Scoops him up. Looking for the run-out power slam, but no! Mullet Man fights his way out of it. Oh! Big boot! Big boot to the cold hard truth! Mullet Man in the corner comes out! Big leg drop! Leg drop in the middle of the ring! Goes over the cover! No! Johnny Pierce able to get the shoulder up. Mullet Man has taken such a beating tonight. Was only able to get a small amount of weight over one shoulder. Not able to get a full cover. And Pierce was able to power himself up. Able to get the shoulder out of there. Mullet Man up. Pierce rolls to the outside. Still on the apron. On the other side of the ropes. Selena Hicate watching on. Mullet Man now looking to suplex him back into the ring. It's a big man to suplex back in. Pierce tries the opposite. Back and forth. Neither man able to get the full advantage. Oh! Thrown first across that top rope. Pierce grabs Mullet Man's legs, pulls him out. Clears out the front row. Face first into the chairs. Sending him up on the stage there.
This is Pierce Mountain!
Johnny Pierce now following. Oh! Mullet Man hits him with the ring bell! He hit him with the ring bell! And Pierce is out! Pierce is dazed! His eyes glazed!
Don't get her, don't get her. Yeah, that ring bell! Probably a big old clear ding 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 because he's got a big empty head!
Mullet Man calling for the end now. No! Mullet Man almost thrown off the stage. Pierce now pulls him up. Has him scooped up now. Run out power slam in the hardwood stage. Goes for the cover. 2, 3. And that's it. No coming back from that.
Here's your winner, Johnny Pierce!
And all it took was a perfect storm of chicanery from Johnny Pierce to pull out this win. Mullet Man was forced to endure a 3-on-1 attack until the most unlikely hero, the hero that we didn't know we needed, Preston Douglas, showed up to run off Memory Museum and give Mullet Man a fighting chance. However, Johnny Pierce had one more ace up his sleeve in the form of the dangerous Selena Hicate, who attacked him in the back. Wait a minute. And it culminated.
Guys, come on. We need some help moving in.
It culminated in Johnny Pierce giving the running up power slam to Mullet Man on the hardwood on the stage. I don't know a single man on the planet that can come back from that. Yet there he is, Mullet Man, making his way back up to his feet slowly but surely. A force in Green Mountain Wrestling that can never be put out. Folks, what happens now? Where do we go from here? Johnny Pierce gets the win over Mullet Man, but Mullet Man survives the ultimate beating. Keep your eyes on Green Mountain Wrestling social media to find out what's going on with our upcoming events. For everyone here at Green Mountain Wrestling, I'm Peter DeLonge. Until next time, wrestling fans.